All right, guys, here we go. So go ahead and put lotion or Vaseline on your knuckles just to give the skin a little bit of hydration, and then start massaging and stretching out the wrist and the knuckles. There's so many muscles and bones in your hand. You want to make sure you're taking care of them. So when putting the knuckle pad, do not put it too far back because then your knuckles are exposed, as you see right here. So you want to put the knuckle pad more towards the middle of your fingers, so that way the gel protects your knuckles. As you start wrapping, you want to make sure that you're creating a base. So this first wrap is going to be in towards you and around your wrist. And you want to make sure that you cover the wrist, you loop around your thumb, and you create a good base with this first wrap. Don't put it too tight, because if you over tighten it and you need to fix it later, you don't want to make the first wrap the one that you have to take and correct, because now you got to take the whole thing off. So you want to tighten tight at the very end. Once you got that first wrap secured, start wrapping the second one a bit tighter. Remember, in towards you, going through the first finger, and start creating that X, as you can see right here. That X gives you your hand extra protection, and then you still want to follow the same rule. Everything in towards you, into the fingers, underneath your fingers, and around. Now this part right here is a little bit different. Barely started implementing this because Doc, our cut man, taught me this recently. So you just wrap over the knuckles, but you gotta make sure that you don't lose the tension of that wrap, and everything follows the same concept. You don't want too much wrap underneath in your palm area. You want everything on the top of your hands and around your wrists and thumbs. Once you're done with the excess wrap, you could tuck it in by your wrist or up here by your middle of your arm. Again, clear out the rest of the wrap so that way you have your palm exposed and you have a little bit of a wrap underneath. If you want to go straight to the second part where I cover the taping, skip to minute 4. Right here, I'm just going to overview with the opposite hand. Now, you might experience that one hand is easier to wrap than the other. For me, I have an easier time wrapping my left hand than my right. I am right-handed, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But again, everything in towards you. Make sure you cover the thumb. And the gel pad is covering the knuckles where you will be making contact. Again, second wrap should be tighter than the first one. Loop around all the fingers and in between all the fingers. Make sure everything gets looped around. Make a fist throughout the whole time, so that way you can keep a pretty safe and secure position for the wrap to get molded. Going inside your palms, around your wrist. Again, try to get as much wrap over your knuckles and your wrists instead of underneath where your palm is at. Tuck that in. And then here's the tape part. Everything in towards you, around your thumb. This part is pretty tight. Not too much tape, just enough to cover your wrist. Now this part right here is a little bit extra. You gotta cut some strips that are about like, I would say 5-6 inches long. So that way they can go right in between your fingers. What you're gonna do is you're gonna be wrapping some of the tape underneath that little palm area. Pull and tuck, make a fist, and that should bring and tighten up that knuckle guard pretty well. So underneath the guard, and then over in between your fingers all the way to your wrist. Make sure you're giving it a nice little tug, so that way you're able to pull that pad and secure it. It should look something like this. Obviously, this is taking years of practice. Here's the second hand. Everything in towards you, around your thumbs. Really tight to secure that wrist. Again, about 5-6 inches. Cut 3 strips. And you're gonna go right underneath that knuckle guard above your wrist, and this is how it should look. Give it a try, practice, and see you guys next video.